It's getting up for 25 degrees, but walking along the lake and walking in the little forest path, it's keeping us nice and cool. I'll tell you something, if I be cosy with us, I'll be very tempted to go in for a swim. Well, down at Keswick again, and doing one of Mrs. Metalman's favourite walks today, all the way around Derwentwater. It's been the Keswick 4-day festival today, so it's been really busy. I thought we'd be doing quite a bit of filming earlier on. The first opportunity I've had so far today. We're down at Nickel End, so we've had a stop for a very late breakfast. As well as Mrs. Metalman, I'm with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law today, because we're doing my brother-in-law's charity walk for myeloma, which is blood cancer. Yeah, if you saw my video last week, I did mention that as well as raising awareness of this awful disease, he's trying to raise money as well. He set himself a goal of doing a series of walks with friends and family, and he set the goal of £1,000. So far he's raised 2,300, and with hopefully a lot more to come. So if anybody feels as though they can help out or they want to help out, it will be very, very much appreciated. Every penny will go towards research for myeloma. So just going from Nickel End, very clear footpath to follow, and it is so nice. See the sound of the wildlife. We've deliberately picked this walk for Doug to do. Due to the treatment he's having, he's not allowed to have too much sun. And the good thing of this walk, there's plenty of shade. So Doug's been fighting and fighting hard myeloma for the last 2 years, and he's just so positive. He really is an inspiration. He's been doing these walks with friends and family and trying to raise funds for Myeloma UK, because it is a disease that is incurable, and it wasn't that many years ago. It wasn't good news at all when you got it, but with the money that's been raised, the research that's been done, the improvements in treatment, life expectancy there now has gone through the roof, so you can live with it, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's living with it, and again, such a positive attitude. Well, this is normally a very, very quiet walk, especially if you do it midweek. But today, definitely, we've had a run going on past us. So we've had literally hundreds of runners. And I'll tell you something, in this heat, I don't envy them either. So we've walked 2 miles from Keswick, where we started at the Pencil Museum car park. And 1 mile from Port and Scale. Here is another stop off if you want a break, if you want a toilet stop, if you want something to eat. So we've got the footpath here, cat bells, and around the lake and around the runners as well.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much.
I think you're in the lead, I'm not quite sure.
I am, I'm ringing everyone over behind me and laughing.
And they are really enjoying this sun. Mind you, we've waited long enough this year for it, mind. And like I mentioned before, on a hot day, if you want a bit of shade, this is the walk to do. I think we did it about 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago, with the family. We were over here as a family group, and it was absolute. It was something like about 38 degrees. Something far too ridiculous. We're not used to temperatures anywhere near that. So we did this walk, and it was absolutely perfect. Me and my son had a nice little dip in Derwentwater as well. There's a bit of muck in the air. I don't know what it is, like sediment on top of the lake. So I'm unsure what that is. I don't fancy a swim in there today looking at that. But either way, the views are still absolutely fantastic. So like I mentioned before, we parked actually at the Pencil Museum in Keswick, just opposite the Premier Inn. And the start of the walk is just across the road. And if you did the full walk, it's about 10 miles. What we tend to do there now is when we get 3/4 of the way around, we get to the Lador Falls Hotel, we'll jump on the bus there. We'll jump on the bus there and get the open top bus back into Keswick.
That's where the lake is.
You gotta watch them tree branches. Because in my opinion, the last bit of the walk, you're crossing roads, you're doing a bit of road walking, it's not as enjoyable. The other reason, it gives a good excuse to go into the Lador Falls Hotel, have a pint. Look at all that colour there. Absolutely amazing, isn't it?
They're amazing.
Yeah.
One of them in the bottom of your garden.
Oh man, fantastic. So out of the shade, and we should see, and we do see, our first view of Cat Bells, which I won't be doing today. Far too hot. Yeah, but Doug had wanted to do a Wainwright because he'd never done one before. We had intended to do Weller Crag because, in my opinion, as regards Wainwrights, that is just such an easy one to do. Nice and local for Keswick. We're stopping overnight actually tonight. It's the Premier Inn in Cockermouth. We're stopping in a Premier Plus room. Little treat for Mrs. Metalman. So I will be doing a review of that room when we get there, but that'll be in a separate video. So if you are interested in that, keep an eye open for it. Should be out in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, we thought with this heat, and Doug's got to try and keep out of the sun as much as possible, we thought this would be a better walk for him. We're just getting a bit of shade, and on our way around I'd been chatting to my brother-in-law Doug, and I asked him to say a few words. So I'll turn you over to him and listen to his story.
Hi, my name's Doug. Alan has mentioned me before. Been having treatment for myeloma for 2 years. Thank goodness for the NHS, or I wouldn't have been here. Recently been doing some short walks to raise some funds for Myeloma UK. So Alan Middleman has invited me and my wife along to this walk. My full story is on my Just Giving page. Thank you.
So if you want to have a look at what he's been going through, what he's trying to achieve, you click on the link. I'll put it in the description. And if you're able to, and if you want to help out, even if it's just a few pounds, it would be very, very much appreciated. Every penny goes towards Myeloma UK, getting new treatments and extending people's lives. So Cat Bells, 280 metres, 10 minutes. I'd love to see somebody do it in 10 minutes, because it wouldn't be me.
We're just too late for the start.
Yeah.
We didn't get in the race.
Yeah. So another race just starting. So all the way around the lake you've got these little jetties, and people just waiting for the steamer back to Keswick. So maybe it's getting a bit too warm for you. You think you've done enough. Any of these jetties just stop at, and eventually one of the boats will come and take you back. And I tell you something, it's an absolutely lovely way to travel as well as the colour. The smell here is absolutely amazing. You smell this here, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Hey?
I don't know what it is, but it's lovely. Oh, look at this here. The yellow in the background. Yeah. Oh, orange. And then those gorgeous colours.
another mile to get to Lodore Falls, and I tell you something, a nice cool pint will be going down very, very quickly as well when we get there. Well, walking out into the sun again, just about to hit the boardwalk with a little marshy bit, but looking down there into the Burradale Valley. Wettest place in the UK. Not today, it's not. So final destination, Lodore Falls Hotel. So we'll be in there in about 5 minutes, and then after that we'll be getting the bus back into Keswick. Well, if you ever do this walk, a tip I would give is to do it the way we've done it. Park down at the Pencil Museum and walk around the lake past Portinscale first. When you finish the walk and you've come out of Lodore Falls, then you've got the welcome sight of the double-decker bus transporting you back to Keswick when you're nice and tired. We have done it the other way as well, where we started with the bus trip, but by the time we walked all the way around the lake on a hot day, got to Portinscale, we were tired. So, just my opinion, but if I'm doing it again, I'll always do it this way. What a great way to finish a good walk. A nice pint in the Lodore Falls Hotel. And just before we go back and get the bus back, Doug's going to say the last few words.
I would just like to thank Alan Metalman and his wife Linda for inviting us along on one of his walks, and thank everyone who for their generous donations. If anybody feels they can help, any big or small, be much appreciated. My full story is on my Just Giving page. Thanks very much to everybody. Bye now.
So a perfect way to end a walk. Cheers. So if you enjoyed the video, really would appreciate big thumbs up. If you want to see more days out like this, if you want to see more days climbing the Wainwrights, up in Northumberland, days in the Yorkshire Dales, North York Moors, click on that subscribe button. I'll guarantee you'll see all of them. But I'll tell you something else, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.